Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm doing this. I really hope this is the right decision. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Help, no going back now. Howdy, welcome in, folks. Now, all these runes over here on this page, and actually a few over on the other page, I don't want them. Now, why in Diablo's name would I not want these runes? Well, the fact is, I'm actually not playing online, so I can't trade these runes. These are all on offline single player. Now, I did legitimately find all of these runes here, a lot of mid runes, a few high runes as well. But honestly, I've been playing this offline single player for a very long time, hunting all of the uniques in order to do a holy grail, which is where you try to find every single unique in the game. But of course, if you're going through and you drop some Sur runes, some Alms, Lems, Pulls, and stuff like that, you go ahead and pick them up, as one does, right? But at some point, do I really need 30 pull runes? What am I going to do with all those, right? So I've kind of come to that point in this offline single player account where, I don't know, I could go ahead and Charcy them, or I can go ahead and cube all of them up and see how high of runes I can get with this giant page of mid and high runes. Now, that's exactly what we're going to go to today, but man, I've actually been putting it off because I've been terrified to go ahead and actually do this. Even though it's one of those things I know needs to be done, it still pains me to see all these runes go bye-bye. Now hold on to your britches because I'm going to jump into cubing these up now, and I'm going to kind of fast forward through each section of each rune, and we're going to see like how many of the next high rune we're going to get from these Lems. Then we're going to take those and cube the next ones up and see how many we get, and so on and so forth. And we're going to see how high. I'm not sure if I'm going to push them all the way as high as we can go, or maybe we're going to stop when we get them all to burr runes. Maybe we'll stop when we get some of them to lows. Not sure, we're going to feel it out. But we're going to start with this absolutely beautiful rune. That is all of these Lems. Now, out of all those Lem runes, we have right here 3, 6, 9, 12, 13 pull runes. Like I said, out of all those Lems. Now, I do have a pull here as well. And we also have pulls over on this page, a ton of them. Ooh, I don't know. I hope I have enough gems to actually cube these up. So let's jump into that. How many of the next rune are we going to get? Oh boy, that was a real squeaker there. But we had just enough here, so we have, let's count these up, 4, 8, 12, 16, 23 runes. That's crazy. Out of those pull runes, because you just need 2 pull runes or to make it the Lems, you actually need 3 Lems to make a pull. So that's why we kind of ended up with more of these. You only need 2 of them. From here on out, you only need 2 runes to make the next higher rune. So let's cube these up now. And what I got here, along with, we got 5 more over here. Wow, I thought the last one was squeaker. I didn't realize how many runes I was going to end up having after cubing all those pulls. Smooth brain Phil here didn't think about it, but this is how many Mal runes we ended up with. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 of them, and that was the exact number of topazes I need to cube them up. So we got lucky there. This next one's actually alarming to me because look at all these Mal runes we have. We actually have 30 Mal runes here, so I need 15 of whatever gem that is. I'm going to look it up and then get to cubing. I hope I have enough. Wow, I actually got lucky again. It was amethyst, just a regular square standard amethyst. I had the exact amount of those again. Usually, luckily for me, I actually keep those and cube those together to get flawless, and the flawless I then cube up 2 perfects to go ahead and craft with anyways. So I had a few extra of those laying around, or I wouldn't have had enough, but I ended up on hand having once again the exact amount to cube the Mals up to the Istrune here with that square amethyst. I'm gonna be honest, I just want to talk about like actually doing this. If you ever get to this situation of like 2 or 3 years into a single player account where you have to cube this stuff up, it's almost like a surreal feeling. It's kind of hard to explain if you like actually care about having runes and finding them and getting them, because I know that I can't keep them. Like I know this needs to be done, but it's, I don't know if you in life you've ever had something that you really like had to do but you really didn't really want to do it, and you're almost like borderline numb, like tingling your whole body because you're like, you know, you have to do it and you're doing it, but you like, it's hard to explain. Maybe you get what I'm talking about here. But anyways, let's jump into cubing up these Ist runes right here. And I don't have as many Ist because I ended up using them for different rune words. I think I went ahead and made like a 6-isted crystal sword or a phase blade or something like that, and I used a bunch of them for that. So I actually only have one of them sitting over here, so we're gonna cube that one Ist I had with all of the Ists that I got from everything I've cubed up so far. So that is actually 5, 10, 15 Ist runes I've cubed up to so far from the Lems and Pulls and Ums and Mals and stuff. No way. This is, what is this? The 3rd time I think actually I happened, like on my mule or whatever, I had the exact number of gems again to cube up exactly how many I ended up with. Unplanned, by the way, but thank you, game, I guess. Thank you for the luck or whatever. But from everything we cubed up there, we've got 2, 4, 6, 8 gull runes. And of course, we got to keep going. Now, those ones needed the square rubies. We had no issue on those ones. We're starting to get down to the point where you don't really need that many because we're going to, you know, not really be cubing that many times up. But here we ended up with 4 Vex runes now. So with these Vex runes right here, we're going to combine them with the ones we got over here. I do have more Vexes on a mule. I think I may go grab another one just to make it an even number. So we can go ahead and cube them up because, I mean, I think I have like 5 more Vex runes over on my rune mule. I just keep 5 of each rune around just in case I need it for something. I think I'm going to grab one more of those because I'll find another Vex rune in the next month or so or something, pretty much guaranteed. And yeah, just in case you were wondering, here's my rock mule where I got my Zod, I got a few Jaws and Lows here. That's why I was thinking I may stop at Low because you need them for something. I don't have any birds over here, you do notice, but I got some Sirs, and look at all these Vexes. This is what I actually need to go ahead and cube for the next one. So go ahead and take that. Man, here's where it starts getting painful. So we got 5 ohms right here, 4 ohms. I don't know what up with my counting skills, no big deal. The thing that makes it a little bit easier is actually on this extra rune page, I have 3 more ohm runes. I'm gonna go check the rock mule. I actually forget how many ohms I had over there. I may grab another one just to go ahead and even this out, you know, with an even 8 of them. I have 4 of them. I don't know how long, you know, ohms are a little bit more rare than Vexes generally, obviously. I can't think of, I already got a lot of rune words. I don't know how many actually need ohm that I haven't made yet. Maybe like a faith on single player. I think I'm going to go ahead and just forget about it. Don't worry about it. We'll be all right. I think I'm going to take this ohm rune and add it to the cube pile. And here we are. Let's get rolling, cubing these up. Did I just completely skip gull? Sometimes I feel like I get dumber by the day, but I actually have a few extra of them, or I didn't do it at all, which I'm not sure which one. But I'm gonna go ahead and cube these up. So we got 3 Vexes out of those gulls. Sorry I didn't do this in the right order. I'm not even sure what just happened. But yeah, I went and grabbed another Vex. So I guess I'll just take that Vex back over to the mule and cube up these 2?
I'm on Burgundy.
So because of those 2 extra Vex runes ended up there, I am gonna take that other ohm back to my rock mule. The thing I also noticed is I actually have 2 more Mal runes over on that other page that I forgot about, but I don't have the runes to cube these 2 up. So they're just going to go ahead and sit here. I'll cube them up, I guess, at a later date. They won't be combined in here, but I just recently, kind of in the last few days, I found a couple other Mal runes and a couple other runes, but I forgot these 2 were over there. So we're going to forget about it, and it's not a huge deal. We're going to cube up these ohm runes right here now. So we got these 4 lows, and I'm going to be honest, I got to be honest with you, right? When I cubed those 2 ohm runes together and the low popped up, I honestly got the same feeling as like if the low rune had dropped on the ground. I don't know why, but I find so many fewer like low runes than I even do like a Sur rune. I honestly feel like I find more Sur runes than I do low runes. So when I seen it, like my heart like skipped a beat for a second. It's crazy because I knew it was going to happen, but I still got that feeling. Now here's where it gets challenging because you see over here, I have 4 Sur runes and I have 4 low runes. So if I queue up the lows, I'm going to go to getting 2 more Sirs. So then from that point, instead of having 2 Burr runes, we'll have 3 Burr runes. I'm not sure if I want to keep some lows around or maybe just cube them up to at least Burr and then kind of like maybe leave them at the Burr level. And then later, depending on if I decide I want to make this rune word or that rune word, I can cube the Burrs up to the rune that I want to get or whatever. So I'm just going to take a quick glance at what you make with this. Like I already have Fortitude. I already have Grief. Dragon. Oh man, I could go. I need those lows for Dragadin. That is a highly requested one by chat and comments and things along those lines. But man, Sir Low, and it's just, you have to make 2 of them, right? Body armor and shield for that one build. So that's a lot of runes for just like one build, even though it would be super cool. And then we have Brand down here. I mean, there's so incredibly crazy niche uses for that, but Destruction, interesting. Once again, a lot of interesting stuff. Ice Bow, but man, none of these. I already made a Phoenix. Doom, I actually already made as well, crazy enough. A Hand of Justice, I have not made, which you do need a low rune. Man, there's a lot of cool rune words you actually need the low for. And Pride, I think I actually already made a Pride as well. Boy, I have only 2 low runes. I almost just want to keep them here at the low rune level and then actually cube up from here, depending on what level I actually decide to go to, what rune words I actually need to make. So as always in life, I feel anyways, when you're going to make a decision, even if you have a hypothesis or an idea of where you want to go to, what you want to do, if you go ahead and study some more and get some more information, you should definitely change your mind if you think you now have better, idea of what you actually want to do. So actually from where I'm at here, I actually think I'm going to keep these low runes because I feel like 4 low runes are going to give me a lot more than a bunch more Sur runes that then I could cube up to Bur runes, something like that. So I'm going to keep these 4 lows actually, but I do have these 4 Sur runes right here. So because I have 4 already on this mule, I have 4 right here. I kind of put them over here because I figured I don't really need them, right? And when we look at what rune words actually need Sur runes here. So first off, Bramble. I don't really usually use Bramble, even though I know you get the Thorns Aura, the poison skill damage. I can't play characters without teleport, if you can get teleport, that is. So it only needs 1 Sur rune, and like I said, I actually find those way more often. I've actually cubed a bunch of them up already to get to Bur runes to do other things. So maybe we aren't going to worry about that. Wind, I could not imagine making Wind. You need a Sur for the Dragon, this is true. So with those low runes, we do need the Surs as well, but like I said, I already got 4 in there, and I'm more confident in finding actually Surs and lows, to be perfectly honest. Eternity over here. This one I have not made yet either. I don't feel like this one's ever used, but I mean, it really, if you look at it, doesn't look like too bad of a rune word, but just one that I feel like it always gets overshadowed on melee characters by, grief. Come down a little bit further. Last Wish. Now I feel like the Sur rune is not going to be the limiting factor here. It's actually Ja, and Ja. So I'm not going to worry about the Sur rune I need to make Last Wish at some point in the unknown's future. And down here, we also have Hand of Justice. So this takes a Cham rune. So on single player, it's super expensive. Online Chams I know aren't that expensive, but single player, they're harder to come by. And then we have Pride here. Like I said, I've actually already made Pride, which does use a Cham. Someone talked me into it. I did it. So we got it, but definitely not make another Pride. So we don't need to worry about that. It looks like we probably don't really need all of these Sur runes. And like I said, I only actually need like 4 of them, I think, to make all of the rune words that I haven't made yet here. So we're going to go ahead and cube up the ones we got. We're going to grab some of these right here. And this one we don't really need to fast forward through. Surs to Burs. Surs to Burs. So out of everything we cubed up there on that entire page, with the exception of, oops, forgot these 2 Mal runes because we didn't have enough gems. I needed 1 more gem to cube that up. Maybe we'll take care of it in the near future. But we got 4 low runes out of it and 2 Bur runes, excuse me. So do you think that haul was worth it to cube up all those runes, take the time to save those gems, to save all those lems and pulls and all that stuff to get these 4 lows and these 2 Bur runes? Let me know down in the comments. And let me know if you've ever done anything like this, cubing up that many mid runes and even high runes in order to get up like this. So, hey, peace out, fellas. And don't forget, keep slaying.